Hello everyone, have you heard about the Gary Stein and Stevens Show? An amazing podcast with sports stars, entertainment celebrities, and other great guests. Somebody, one host who has no legs, one host who lives in Duluth, Minnesota, and another host in Minnesota who can never be found. These guys get amazing guests and topics that no other show can provide, exclusively on your home TV and now the Roku app. That's the Gary Stein and Stevens Show. Check us out, America.
Well, hello, everybody. Dave Stevens here for a very special Gary Stein and Stevens. Here I am in Texas at the Houston Astros game, just living the dream while Troy was in Canton, Ohio this weekend for the NFL Hall of Fame induction ceremony. So this show is going to kind of be a recap of what Troy did, who he ran into, and he got some great interviews with some WWE stars coming up for their big event this summer. So sit back and enjoy. Oh, yeah, and the reason I'm here, I happen to host the Ability Expo here. It was such a great weekend. So many amazing stories and products and people. You can't believe what you're going to see. So we're going to kind of recap everything. Thanks for joining us on a special edition of Gary Stein and Stevens.
I'm swinging at the expo, just swinging at the expo. It's a wonderful show. It's the place now to I can sit back and relax and practice my synchronized wheelchair dancing. Things to see, but I've had a lot of people tell me they're tired of the same old Dave look, so I'm here with Sarah. Sarah, do you think you can do anything to fix this?
Well, I don't know if we can do much, but you might have an idea.
What do you think, America? Or is it a cross between Jesus and a WWE wrestler? Oh, well.
Okay, who was your favorite wrestler growing up, or somebody you looked up to in the business?
When I was a kid, I know.
Either what?
Yeah, 20. Like as a kid, classic.
Hogan.
Right.
And have you been watching? No.
Training clips. Like I usually try to catch the weight machine, and that hasn't happened.
Yeah, that's fun. All right, appreciate the
Thank you.
This is much good.
Normally I see you at Big Slick, but kind of just talk about that charity, what it means to you. And I know, like I said, the WD community that you brought back, and you brought some guys with you before.
Yeah, I mean, it's such an amazing cause. I'm from Kansas City, born and raised. I've had friends whose children have gone through a lot at Children's Mercy Hospital, and they've come out better and healthy. And they just do such great things for the kids in Kansas City and around the country, because they're a research hospital that's so amazing, and they work tirelessly to help and save kids. So to be a part of that charity with guys, like Eric Stone Street, who just leads Kansas City, and Heidi and Riggle and Rudd and Zay. I mean, it's the list of people that come out for that and the amount of money that's raised. They did almost $4 million in 3 days this year. It's just epic, and they do it, and Kansas City supports it. They love it. The Royals, letting us use their field and getting down and doing the variety show. It's all amazing. But when you're there and you're visiting those rooms with those children, I think it's eye-opening and humbling and heartwarming. I mean, there's so many emotions that go through your body when visiting those kids for Big Slick, and it brightens their day. I mean, I get messages now from one of the grandfathers I met who's telling me how his daughter's recovered after a tick bite set off basically just a bomb inside her body, and they didn't know if she was going to make it. She was like 5 years old. And, so getting the updates from them and hearing that they're doing better, knowing Kansas City Children's Mercy Hospital played a major role in getting her there, it's just awesome. Can't help but want to go back and be a part of that, and I want to bring as many guys as I can to be a part of that, because it changes you when you do something like that, and that's a charity that people just love. Like nobody comes there. It's 3 days of nonstop. Nobody comes there and complains. Nobody has an ego, and you think about the list of level of stars that are at these things. For them to just come together and have fun and really do such amazing things for Kansas City is awesome. I hope I'm a part of that charity for the rest of my life.
Awesome, thank you. Rhea, how much stronger has Judgment Day since you've been returned?
Judgment Day?
Yeah.
I feel like we're always stronger when we're all together. Me being away, obviously, we were infiltrated by someone called Liv Morgan. She made her way into the clubhouse. Hell, Kalito made his way into the clubhouse. So I think having me back, I'm the mastermind behind Not Quite. And I think that we are stronger together because sometimes the boys always think things through all the way. I'm there to think about that 1% chance, that 2% chance, and help them with all decisions.
Thank you.
All right, great stuff in the first part of this show. Stick with us. We'll be back right after these words.
Serendipity Yacht Cruises and Events wants you to come party with us. We're bringing the fun to the Houston Bay Area. Stay tuned for all of our incredible events throughout the year, featuring amazing food and drinks, live entertainment, special guests, and so much more. Fun, new, different. Serendipity Yacht Cruises and Events is where you want to be. So come party with us. It's more than a yacht. It's serendipity.
I'm Matthew.
I'm Melissa, and together we started Fresh Clean Threads.
For most of my life, I've worn a black t-shirt, and most were either too short, too baggy, or weren't consistent. Like most guys with a problem, I turned to my wife for help.
From our San Diego condo, using my years of apparel experience, we set out to make the world's best fitting t-shirt.
Since day one, our Fresh Clean tees were made to offer a flattering fit for all body types, be ridiculously soft and comfortable, and not break the bank.
And more than 1 million customers later, we still make every t-shirt with the same attention to detail as when we first started.
And what we've learned from selling so many t-shirts to people around the world is that while the perfect fit and feel are the starting point,
it all comes down to feeling confident and empowered to live each day fearlessly fresh.
Unleash your confidence at freshcleanthreads.com.
Welcome back to the Gary Stein and Stevens Show. There's been so much action you saw from everything that we were doing. In fact, we have even more to show you, so check out these clips.
Me and you, let's go. 1, 2, 1, and 2. Me and you, double tap, let's do. Go, 2.
Roy Gary here, the Gary Stein and Stevens Show. We are back on the road in Canton, Ohio, site of the Pro Football Hall of Fame, and football is back. I've missed football since February, so I'm sure I'm not the only one that welcomes it back. Tonight we have the Houston Texans versus the Chicago Bears. The Bears actually have 3 Hall of Famers with Julius Pepper, Devin Hester, and Steve McMichael. Julius Pepper played for the Bears for a couple years at the end of his career, so they're going to be enshrined, as well as Randy Gradshire, Dwight Freeney, and we're going to have a great weekend. So me and Will will provide coverage, and Jeff, throughout the week for you. We're going to take a look at the Pro Football Hall of Fame and some of the history. So let's go. As you can see, there's a lot of great history in here. We're going to give you a tour or a sneak peek or behind the scenes of some of the things you can expect here if you ever come and visit. Speaking of Minnesota Vikings, one of our very own, Bud Grant, was inducted in 1994, and along with Tony Dorsett, Jimmy Johnson, Leroy Kelly, and Randy White, as well as Jackie Smith. Here are some of the jerseys. Will, would you pan on to the next one? Class of 99, Eric Dickerson, Tom Mack, Ozzie Newsome, Billy Shaw, Lawrence Taylor, and some of the artifacts that they donated to the Pro Football Hall of Fame. Class of 2004, another Minnesota Viking, Carl Eller, who we'll see on Saturday. He comes back every year. John Elway, the great Barry Sanders, and Bob Brown. And the class of 2014, this was a great class with Derek Brooks, Ray Guy, Claude Humphrey, Walter Jones, Andre Reed, Michael Strahan, and Neas Williams. So we're going to keep showing you various things throughout the Hall of Fame here in the museum. Just stand with us, and we'll have more videos to come.
So we're at the Sunday Night Football booth. As you can see here, we got Mike Tirico, Chris Collinsworth, and Melissa Stark to the left. Sunday Night Football has had a lot of great history, from John Madden and Al Michaels when it first was on NBC to now these guys here. Starting with this Sunday Night Football, I Can't Wait Till Sunday Night, performed by Faith Hill, Carrie Underwood, among many other artists. We got a couple artifacts here from past Sunday Night Football games, including the 100th anniversary football. There's the coldest game between the Minnesota Vikings and the Seattle Seahawks, where Miss Blair Walsh missed the 27-yard field goal wide left.
And we're going to walk through the 2024 class. First up, Patrick Willis, linebacker for the San Francisco 49ers. As you can see here, some of his artifacts, jerseys, helmets, shoulder pads, and cleats. In 2011, Patrick anchored the 49ers defense that set an NFL record by not allowing a rushing touchdown until the last week of the season. He was a premier linebacker from 2007 to 2014, and one of the very few that retired early and is still made here in Canton. So he's the first one we're going to see on Saturday. And as we go down the line here, we have Julius Peppers. He's one of those guys that played for the Panthers and the Bears, so he's one of the three that we're going to talk about. 150 career sacks with the Carolina Panthers. This was his jersey from that day. Also, he also played for we don't talk about him, the Green Bay Packers. So the jersey below is from his days with the Green Bay Packers. So he's one of the very few Hall of Famers that played for the Packers and the Bears and NFC North. As we going down, we got Steve McMichael. Now, the McMichael family has come near and dear to my heart. They've reached out to me. I've known them for a while. And while Steve is battling ALS and cannot make it, his wife Misty will be here to present him and accept his bust on his behalf. Great defensive tackle, very underrated for the Chicago Bears in the 1985 defense. He took on double teams, so Dan Hampton, Michael Singletary, the whole 9 yards could get to the quarterback. But he still had 95 sacks, so it's pretty remarkable. His time is finally here. Long overdue, in my opinion. But he's going to be enshrined in immortality here in Canton. We're back in the bust room. This is a remarkable area to see all the Hall of Famers in their bust in the last 10 years. We're going to start in 2015. Will Shields, great guy, I met him. Junior Seau, rest in peace. We also have Jerome Bettis, Mick Tingelhoff, former Minnesota Vikings, Bill Polian. We can go on and on here. We're going to give you behind the scenes here and let you look at some of the busts. Will, pan over there, please. Start walking down. Thank you. We got Brett Favre, Kevin Green, another guy that died too soon. Rest in peace. Marvin Harrison, his son just got drafted by the Arizona Cardinals. We're going to keep going here. Morton Anderson, he's always here. Look forward to seeing him. Terrell Davis, Jason Taylor, Jerry Jones. All these guys should be here this weekend, so it's going to be fun to provide interviews and pictures and commentary from all these guys. So as we keep going on here, all these guys, they're going to be in football immortality forever, even after they pass away. So really cool to see all these fun busts that are in this room. Will, who else you got?
The inaugural class of 2020 to celebrate the 100th year anniversary. There was 20 members in the 2020 NFL draft, in the NFL class of the Pro Football Hall of Fame, as we see here in front of us.
Okay, as we keep going down, Will. 2021 COVID year, they didn't have the Hall of Fame in person, but Calvin Johnson, Charles Woodson, Drew Pearson, Cliff Branch, Leroy Butler, who we've talked to before, Peyton Manning, biggest forehead in the NFL, great guy. Omaha, yeah, John Lynch. As we keep going down, 2022, Tony Baselli, we had a chance to talk to him during his Hall of Fame year. Also, Will had a chance to talk to Dick Vermeil and Richard Seymour that year. So, just you guys need to get here if you haven't been here. Hall of Fame's open 360 days of the year, not just for Canton. A lot of great guys. Last year, Darrell Rivas, Joe Thomas, DeMarcus Ware. Darrell Rivas invited me to his party, so that was cool to see him get honored. And Joe Thomas, Wisconsin guy. So, like I said, a lot of great history in here of the last over 150 years of football. So make sure you come on down and check this out sometime for at least once in your life. Great experience. Back to you, Dave.
Well, thanks for the tour, you guys. It looked really awesome, and I really excited to see who goes into next year's class. I'll try not to screw up my locations next year for the Hall of Fame, but no, actually I'm here at the Abilities Expo. I get to host it this weekend, 3-day amazing event. You know, it showcases some of the greatest technologies and things that people with disabilities can use, and I couldn't have done this by myself. In fact, I had someone to help me to do such amazing coverage. Let me bring him in straight out of the cloning booth. Dave? Thanks, Dave. You look pretty good, too. That's right. I had an amazing weekend interviewing people, checking out products, doing all kinds of fun stuff here at the Expo.
And here we go.
Woo! That's amazing. Wow.
Right? It's a great device.
Give me some more.
Ready? You've got that sciatic nerve. This is what you need.
All right, that'll do it from here at the Minute Maid Park, where the Astros are taking on the Rays. And again, it's been a great weekend with Troy and Will in Canton, Ohio. Great stuff, guys. A lot of cool stuff. And thank you for the tour of the NFL Hall of Fame. And me, well, I'm headed back. Get to be home in a little bit because I'm exhausted. It was a great weekend at the Abilities Expo. Got to hang out and see a lot of great people, meet some great vendors, and of course, the Ability Expo is about changing lives and doing it for the better of the disabled world. So continue to follow us on all social media platforms. Follow us on all of the things like Roku, and download YouTube and Facebook and all those things, because you guys support us and it keeps us going. So for Minute Maid Park, I'm Dave Stevens. We'll see you next time.
Thank you for tuning in to the Gary, Stan, and Stevens Show. Follow us on social media. Watch us on yourhometv.com, or now we're on Roku. Download it and watch us. And thanks for tuning in. Until next time, America.